There, and we're good to go. We are live. One thing I have on my to-do list, I have to get an intro at some point, some fancy intro that says, "We're starting," otherwise it's
Yeah,
kind of just like right into it.
right.
Hello,
It's like,
everyone.
oh, we're there.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Hi.
This is Frank Martin back with another episode of Right Now, the show where I put words down and have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Today's guest
That's me
is
every time I write. What are you talking about?
Today's guest is Brant Fowler. He has brought with him another Kickstarter, and then eventually we're going to get into the writing of our story for this episode, which will be magic. It should be magical. But before we go there, we are going to talk about The Last Ember.
Yeah.
And I have to every time I do this, I have to remember how to do it.
Yeah. It's weird. It used to
have
just
to
share screen.
because you have to
Yeah.
hit the button and then you have to
Yeah.
share the screen and it's so
Right.
many steps.
Yeah.
Jeez, modern technology. Here
gotta
we
make it
go.
difficult.
There we
There it
go. The
That's
Last
it.
Ember hunted. Already hit his goal with 3 days left. It's a Make 100, which is always fun for January. Brant, take it away and tell us all about this.
Yeah, so this is a book I actually funded previously on Kickstarter, but we decided to do a brand new lenticular cover, something we really wanted to do for a long time with this book, and we finally got somebody to help us make it, and so we released that for Make 100, only 100 copies of that. And the book is about Ember Madison, who is a teenage girl who suddenly develops these fire powers, and through the course of the series she learns that she's like this fire goddess, that she's the last of her kind, and somebody in this particular arc is hunting people like her down, and she's on the list as well. So this is kind of your intro issue to that world, and the cover is really cool. It switches between those two images. I actually have a copy of it here.
That's very fancy how you pulled that off.
Yeah, thank you. So if you guys can see it, you can actually see the effect down here.
I do. That is very cool.
Right? It's really neat. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you an insider question.
Yeah.
Is that expensive to do?
It's not as bad as you might think. It's more expensive than like some other like variant cover effects that you would have, like a foil or whatever. But it's not terribly expensive, no.
Because I was interested in doing something like that. My next launch is a superhero book, but he's a shapeshifter.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I wanted like multiple faces, but it's in March and it's too fast. But I wouldn't have time to get it all together. But it was an idea I had, so I've always wanted to do these. And when I brought it up to somebody, they're like, "They're too much money," and I'm like, "Okay, I guess so." But it definitely looks cool.
Yeah. This is the way that Federico designed this cover to be originally, and we just couldn't figure out anybody to do it at the time. So I was happy to bring it back. So we got some cool rewards and catch-up tiers and all that good stuff. So, and we're gearing up for the next issue based on around Federico's schedule. But yeah, it's a fun book. This is the flagship book of our company, and we're trying to build out a universe with this book as the launching pad for that.
So you're definitely planning another arc after this?
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm doing it like it's basically an ongoing, but I'm doing it as a series of miniseries. So this one's going to be like 4 or 5 issues, and same for the next one and so forth. So
that's always cool to do. And you really like organize them together, it makes it a lot easier. Just from a sales perspective.
Absolutely. So
all right.
I was going to say we end Monday, so still a few days to go. So
depending on when you see this, jump on, check it out. Fire goddesses are right up my alley. So
nice.
I love goddesses and I love fire. So
yeah, there you go.
there we go. Now we're going to get to the meat of our episode, which is writing about magic. So if you're unfamiliar with how Right Now works, very simple. I start off with a sentence. Brant is going to continue the story by following up with another sentence. We have not planned this. We don't know where it's going to go. All we know is that today's theme is magic, which the stipulation is each sentence is going to have to include some sort of magical element, whether that's stage magic or wizardry, Harry Potter magic, we don't know, or magic mushrooms. I don't really care. I make up the rules as I go, but we will definitely figure it out after I come up with the first sentence. So, Brant, you ready to rock and roll?
I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be.
which we'll means see. Not ready at all. It's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
So, I'm going to go with Jose the Magician shocked the crowd when he pulled a live rabbit out of his hat. I'm going very basic and traditional here.
Yeah, you forgot the crowd.
So, where can you go with this? I don't know. Is there a right? You know what I think of when I think of magicians? I always think of The Prestige.
The Prestige. Yeah.
It's a good movie. You ever see that?
It is a good movie. Yeah,
it's that movie. I showed it to my son. I don't know, maybe a couple months ago. And he was into it. I love going back and showing old movies to my son. I won't show him the Illusionist, which is the Ed Norton movie that came out at the same time. Those are the dueling movies. It doesn't even compare. It's not even close as good.
No, it definitely was not as good. I completely agree with you.
So if I were you, I would go the rival magician route because that's always fun. But it's your turn, and the words are in your court, as they say.
Okay, Jose the Magician shocked. You didn't put the crowd in there, but I get
no. Well, we edit as we go.
Totally that's fine. Jose the Magician shocked the crowd when he pulled a live rabbit out of his hat. Man. Okay, where do I go with that? Oops, I'm at the wrong place. Get my cursor in the right place. That would help. Shocked the crowd when he pulled a live rabbit out of his hat. Okay.
Remember, he could keep doing stage magicians, or we could get magical with it.
Yeah, we could.
We could totally get magical with it.
Oh man, there's so many thoughts running through my head. I got to figure out where.
You can't. You can't think about it. Mode.
I just gotta go. Yeah,
you just gotta. What's up, Joey? Thanks for stopping by, Joey. I'm determined for you to be my first non-creator guest on the show. And so Travis Gibb said that not everybody can do this, and I am very determined to prove him wrong. So I want to see.
Travis, don't be a hater, man.
No, I'm going to override you here and put it in the same sentence.
Oh, okay.
That's the rabbit then shocked Jose when he spoke in the language Jose could understand. Ooh, I like it. A little talking rabbit. You know what? This is funny because we had talking animals in our last story.
Oh, did you really?
We did. That's awesome. The theme was animals, so we had to use a different animal in every sentence.
Yeah.
So okay, here we go. Why did you kidnap me from my homeworld? The rabbit said. Now I got to have magic in there. We're not. I haven't got magic yet. The rabbit said, while pulling a sparkling wand out of his fur. Don't just visualize it however you want to. Okay. So I kind of did go the rival magician route. It just happens to be the rival magician is a rabbit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm determined to turn this into a magic battle.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
A killer story. Now that Joey says he's going to write a killer story, I'm going to put killer in our theme somehow. It's going to be a hard thing. I'll get you on next month, and we'll see how killer you can be. What do we got here? Jose thought about this for a second, then replied, I thought I was saving you from a worse fate. As he quietly slipped a wand from beneath. Oh, now we got wand for wand. They're gonna start wand measuring.
I see your wand is as big as mine.
All right. Now I got to go up. Up. There we go. The rabbit kicked his feet out, freeing himself from Jose's grasp and growing equal in size to a man as he landed on the stage. Uh-oh. The tables have turned.
Okay.
Whatever works. I'm easy.
Yeah.
I'm easy, Joey. We'll time it up. We'll feed off of each other. I'm going to turn this into a magic battle somehow, some way. In response, Jose spoke a magic word there that qualifies as your magic for the sentence. Well, everybody knows I'm easy. Come on. Everybody. I don't hide. My wife knows I'm easy too. I give her consent every night before I go to bed, just in case she wakes up a little rambunctious. In response, Jose spoke a magic word as sparks flew from the wand. I think should be a comma there. Shooting violently toward the enlarged rabbit. This needs to be Jose's grasp. He just automatically shoots sparks at him.
Yeah.
Why not? He says, I thought I was saving you from a worse fate. And then he just attacks him.
Yeah. There's no logic.
There's no logic there.
Jose's panicking at this point, like myself.
The rabbit easily dodges. No, I don't. I was gonna say dodges like Neo from the Matrix, but I'm gonna get magic going, and then I want to deliver another sentence. The rabbit easily phases to allow the sparks to pass through him while yelling. I'm gonna just put that right in the story. Why would you attack me after thinking you saved me? Question mark, exclamation point. I backed you into a little bit of a corner here.
Yeah, you did.
A little bit.
Oh.
Let's see. Jose, can Jose have split personality disorder? So he thinks he's...
That would be interesting, but it seems like
maybe
you wouldn't know that.
Or maybe he saw something that the rabbit didn't. Maybe he saw maybe he was trying to attack somebody behind the rabbit. Why would you?
Could be.
That could be.
Oh, you're not done. Okay.
No, I am done. I was just
okay. Gotcha. Oh, let's see.
What is he gonna do when he comes for you? We got to get the crowd involved at some point. You know what?
I know.
You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of the crowd next sentence. I'll figure it out. You're gonna
get rid of the crowd.
They're gonna vaporize. The less elements you have to work to manage in a story, the better. Let's just streamline this. For those who haven't already realized, I am under the weather a little bit. I either like being healthy or really sick. I don't like being in that in-between zone where you're sick, but you're not sick enough to stay in bed and just not doing anything, you know? When I'm sick, I want to be out. I want to be in bed, chills. I can't move, and I don't have an excuse to like not do anything. Or well, I have an excuse not to do anything. Because if you have like a runny nose, you can still go places. You know, I could still do this.
Yeah.
Oh, you're stuck. You don't know where to go.
I was going somewhere and I didn't like where I was going.
No, you got to go with your gut, your first instinct. Right. Just run with it. It doesn't matter. That's what the great thing about this is. We're not selling this story. Nobody's going to read it because people are going to read it as we're writing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, we were just talking about it. Joey's asking about your lenticular cover.
Yeah.
We were talking about the campaign right before we started this, but yeah, hook each other up. That's what we do. We make connections on right now.
I will tell you how it's doing in just a minute. I got to see how many copies actually moved.
No, you focus on the writing, and then you talk, and then you could talk when I'm doing my thing.
Right. Yeah.
I am multitasking here. I'm texting an artist to let him know what email I should he should send pages to. You know what? Hosting is easy. I just talk nonstop about everything.
There you go.
I am texting people. I am wiping my nose. All right, what do we got here? As the crowd is in shock and awe at the magical display, Jose inches closer to the exit without answering right away. There's no Matt at the magical display. All right, I'll go with that. As the crowd is in shock and awe at the magic, Jose inches closer to the exit without answering right. Oh, so you did the hot potato.
Yeah, exactly. I threw it back to you.
Okay. Wait. So let's back up a little bit here. What exactly did he do? In response, Jose spoke a magic word as sparks flew from the wand, shooting violently toward the enlarged rabbit. Okay, so he spoke a magic word, and okay, I know what to do.
All right. Well, while you're figuring that out, Joey, I've moved about a third of them, somewhere around there. That I'm offering on the Kickstarter. They're limited to 100, so I've moved about a third on the campaign so far. It looks like.
Put the Jose spit. No, Jose didn't spit. Jose put the magic wand away, which I'm gonna. It's not really magic, but I'm gonna use that as my magic qualifier because this is my show and I make the rules. Jose put the magic wand away and shrugged while saying, I tried to send you back, but I said the wrong word because I am a terrible magician. That's it. Ignorance. That's why he attacked the rabbit, because he doesn't know what he's doing.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Let's see.
So
we're switching characters here. Now you're writing Jose and I'm writing the rabbit. We're just
it doesn't matter. We're all one big happy magical family. So we're setting it up here for the rabbit to be the magical master and Jose to be the apprentice. Maybe, I don't know. It's Joey says, that's great about the cover. I have a printer tell me they aren't selling, LOL, but I think he upsold me or hates printing lenticular. Maybe.
It's possible.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a printer. One thing I fail to do on these streams is I fail to scroll up in the Google document so that people can actually see the words we are putting down, because I get so into the story. And also I have it on multiple computers. I don't buy it, said the rabbit, watching Jose carefully.
I don't know how to end that.
Oh well, he needs some magic.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out.
So let me try to give you a hand. I don't buy it, said the rabbit, watching Jose. How about he steals his wand? That's a good one.
Oh,
He uses his wand, Leviosa,
Yeah.
and then he takes it.
Right.
He sold me on a $12 per unit treatment, so yeah, upsell.
Ooh,
Ha ha.
that's a little steep.
It is a little steep. I had a local printer who doesn't print comic books, and I tried to talk to him, and because I want to try to get a local printer. I just feel like it would be easy, and he quoted me at like $12 a unit just for like a regular book. I was like, that's not happening. I guess if you don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I guess if you don't usually print comic books, it's kind of like out of your wheelhouse. It's not. It's doing something a little different and weird. Watching Jose carefully before using his own wand to disarm Jose of his wand, right?
Yeah.
Disarm Jose of his own.
Yeah, that's
okay. No, that works. That works.
Yeah, we were talking to a local printer about just printing one of our books recently, and it was like double what our regular printer was charging us for the print run.
All right, we're gonna get rid of this crowd right now. The crowd, annoyed that the crowd began to mumble amongst themselves. The rabbit, I love this word, nonchalantly. What are we writing in here? We're writing past tense. Waved his wand and vaporized every single one of them. We got an evil rabbit. Just kill them all.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to worry about them. Now it's just Jose and his rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh,
now he tried to save and then tried to kill inexplicably.
No, things are not looking good for Jose here. He brought this rabbit. He brought this rabbit. He kidnapped him from his homeworld. The rabbit grew. He attacked the rabbit. Then the rabbit stole his wand and killed the entire crowd.
Yeah, man. Now I got to figure out what to do with Jose.
Oh, Joey, this is a key thing that a lot of people don't realize. If you there's an asshole tax to jobs. Contractors definitely have an asshole tax that if you're trying to quote somebody a job and they suck, you're like, the only way I'm going to be doing this if it's absolutely worth my while. So you're just, if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, it's. And another thing, my father is a contractor, and one of the things he taught me was some of the best jobs are ones you don't do, which I think is great advice. What do we got here? Jose's
incantation. There we
go. Incantation. That's a nice magic word.
Yeah.
His eyes widened as he watched the crowd turn to dust, slowly whispering an incantation. You could just period it off there.
Yeah.
And then, just let me deal with the magical ramifications.
That works.
Okay. Slowly whispering an incantation. Now we're going to get silly. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to get silly. We are going to
get silly. We're not already silly.
No, we're not.
We're
not silly. We haven't even introduced any dildos yet. Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Oh no. No, I'll refrain from the dildos this story. At least for another.
Is that a common theme in your stories?
No. No.
The fact you had to think about that is.
No, you know what? This is the third episode. So in the first episode, somebody in the audience wanted somebody to get peed on. So that was a weird thing that happened. The second one, for some reason, what did I don't remember the animal that we had, but one of the animals took a bong rip out of nowhere. that was so no dildos yet,
Sure.
but there has been some wackiness. Jose's eyes widened as he watched the crowd turn to dust, slowly whispering an incantation. Jose thought the spell was going to protect him with a shield, but instead it warped both he and the rabbit back to the rabbit's home dimension. There we go. Change of setting. We're spicing things up here.
Yeah.
It's the, now, where are we going with this? I don't know. Are there more rabbits there? What is this home dimension? Is it a rabbit paradise, or is it a hellscape? Is this a rabbit from hell? You have unlimited possibilities here now. I gave you a clean slate.
What we're learning here is that this magician is a stage magician because he's not very good at actual magic. He's more like Orko from He-Man.
There you go. That's nice characterization. Look at that.
Yeah.
Jose the Magician. I'm gonna trademark this character now. Start putting him in a series. He knows magic, but he's terrible, so he just does like stupid David Copperfield crap.
Right.
Oh. Oh no! Gasped Jose. Not happy to be back in this hellish. So he's been here before.
Yeah.
We got to get some magic going though.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of
what
where
to
to
do.
Go with that. Yeah.
As he demonic unicorns. I'll count that as your magical qualifier.
There we go.
Because the fact that you surprised me with demonic unicorns is a gold star.
There we go.
Demonic unicorns. I would love to see what that looks like.
Right?
Oh no, gasped Jose. Not happy to be back. You know what a demonic unicorn is perfect for? My daughter.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I describe her as? She's a combination of the Joker and Poppy from Trolls.
That's an interesting combination.
So a demonic unicorn would be right up her alley. Oh no, gasped Jose. Not happy to be back in this hellish dimension as demonic unicorns flew by, glaring in his direction. Okay. We're going to get some action going. You ready?
All right. Let's do it.
As the rabbit wound up his wand to attack, Jose levitated. There's his magic. Levitated up to the unicorns and grabbed one, riding away from his enemy. There, now he's trying to flee on a demonic unicorn. Wait, are the demonic unicorns flying? Why did I think they were flying? You know what? I was thinking of Pegasus. You wrote flew. They flew by.
Yeah, I did say flew by. I probably was thinking of Pegasus too, but that's all right.
It doesn't matter. So they don't need wings.
They're demonic. They can have demonic wings.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I wonder what the over-under is on how many of these tissues I'm going to end up using by the end of the show. I think I'm at like a dozen now.
We'll take a count at the end.
All right,
no, we won't.
So I kind of teed you up here for the rabbit to use some magic in order to pursue him.
Yeah.
I know it's your choice, but if I was up, I will definitely turn this rabbit into like a Silver Surfer type character. That would be his mode. That would be his mode of transportation.
That could be interesting. I was thinking more of something having to do with hopping because he is a rabbit. But,
Hopping?
yeah.
Like
I mean, he
the
is
like
also a giant. Yeah.
like the Hulk doesn't necessarily fly, but he could jump really long distances.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's always cool. That was one thing I liked about the Ang Lee Hulk movie that everybody hated.
Yeah.
Was that when he's in the desert and he's just like jumping super far.
Yeah.
I don't know when they don't really do that in the MCU all that well when the Hulk jumps.
No.
Or it doesn't
But
have the same feel to it.
There's just not a lot else good with that movie though.
No, not really. Not really. I mean, I thought it was cool to get to see the Absorbing Man like that, but it just didn't make sense. It just his dad was the Absorbing Man.
Right. Yeah, that kind of lost itself a little bit.
It was kind of bizarre. But you know what? That was a weird time. Am I distracting you?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
That was a weird time in Marvel movies where like people were just happy to get them, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, my son is so spoiled with all this Marvel content. Back then it was like, "Oh my god, Spider-Man!" Ah! I've been waiting my whole life for Spider-Man.
Rabbit wound up as a want to attack.
I also made a comment the other day. I posted something that said, "My son has no idea what it's like living in a world where the Zelda timeline is canon rather than just a fan theory."
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Where are we going here? You're gonna make him. You're gonna have a hopperoo.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh. Maybe we should do something completely different.
That's up to you, my friend.
I know.
It's the page is your canvas.
I know, right?
Paint whatever you want.
All right, the rabbit wound up his wand to attack. So he's got his wand ready to go.
He does have his wand. He's primed. Yeah. I primed you. The rabbit fires a spell in
I can type
Jose's direction. Oh, he's not going to go after him?
I mean, you can take him after him, but he's already wound up. You might as well shoot it or do something with it.
Sure. Okay. The rabbit fires a spell in Jose's direction, but the demonic unicorns dodge the attack.
Okay. I mean, they're getting shot at too, so why
That's
wouldn't
fine.
They, right?
That's fine. But you know what? The demonic unicorns did not want to be ridden. Pissed off that they were fired upon, the demonic unicorns turn around with Jose still riding one and fire. No, let's just go silly with it. Laser beams from their horns. From their
horns. Okay.
Well, they're unicorns, right? They have
that's
horns.
True.
From their, let's go twistedly. Is twistedly a word? Yeah, evil horn. No, it's not a word. I thought it was a word. Twistedly? Why not? We're gonna leave it. I'll make it a word.
We're inventing words in this one.
Yeah, that's the magic. They're firing laser beams. Why are they laser beams? Because science.
Yeah, science in this hellish magical world. All right. So they turn and shoot. Okay.
The funny thing is the rabbit starts off by saying, "Why would you kidnap me from my homeworld?" And then his homeworld is a hellscape filled with demonic unicorns. He's like he's pissed that he left. Jose is thrown from the unicorn, plummeting toward the fiery lakes below as the rabbit continues shooting. There, that's fine. As I would say as the rabbit and the unicorns continue their battle.
Yeah,
That would be
that's good.
so. Right. Their impromptu battle. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to ditch the rabbit and ditch the unicorns.
Okay.
And Jose is going to continue his adventure. What did you say? Plummeting toward the fiery lakes below. Fearing for his life, Jose quickly rambled off every spell he could think of. And miraculously, that's how I spell words. And miraculously formed a cloud right under him to safely land on. Yeah, I mean, we don't need right under him. Miraculously formed a cloud for him to safely land on. There you go.
Yeah, that's very lucky of him.
Yeah. So he didn't die.
Yeah,
it's our story. Yeah. I should have just wrote Jose landed in the lake. He died. The end. Stream over.
Right.
Oh my God!
Fearing for his life.
I'm gonna need to put something on my nose after this because it's all wrong.
Man. I'm sorry, man.
It's not your fault.
You need to get the tissues with the lotion in them.
Oh, that's a good call. That's a good call.
Let's see.
Hey, John. Thanks for stopping by. You're gonna like this story because we are currently in a hell dimension that is home to a giant rabbit and demonic unicorns, and a magician who was unexpectedly brought here because he kidnapped the rabbit. That's pretty much where we're at. Landing on a cloud. Wait, what's going on? You keep going back and forth. Miraculously formed. Think here. Let's do this.
Trying to figure out where he's.
Thinking he was now safe. Jose relaxed, not realizing the cloud was veering. Pack of rabid. Suspense. Dun, 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 dun. Rabid killer daisies, flowers.
Sure, why not? We got unicorns.
You know,
flowers.
you know what this makes me think of? I don't know if you know this game. It's Plants vs Zombies. You ever seen?
Oh yeah,
game?
Of course.
That's what it makes me think of. Like a combination of Plants vs Zombies and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh, that's
a great one, right?
Yeah.
So we are 38 minutes into the stream. At this point, we're going to do something called 3 for 3. So we each have 3 sentences. Okay. Because I started first, you will end up ending the story. We are going to try to bring this to some sort of conclusion.
We'll see how that goes.
All right. So, this is what we're going to do. I have something. So when you do these writing exercises, it's hard to plan, obviously, because if you plan something, the next person is just going to screw it up. But I do have somewhat of a plan.
Okay.
So, tapping into the witchcraft class he took in his youth, Jose decided to charge at the daisies and ripped. Did I write daisies right? Yeah. Why is it? It's telling
You're
me
missing
it's the
the
same.
I.
It's am I missing an I? Okay.
There you go.
And ripped them to shreds to use in his what's not like I'm looking for like a magical word, like not a spell, not an incantation, like what's something the Scarlet Witch would do? Used in a I'm just gonna say to use in a brew. Why not?
Sure, brew. That works.
So now he's got a bunch of ripped up daisies that he plans to use. And I'm not going to
All
tell you
right.
what my idea was because that would be cheating. We can't work together.
Yeah. Right.
So I will
Exactly.
see what you do. Now I have 2 sentences left,
Yep.
and you have 3.
So okay. So I misunderstood. So you're not writing 3 sentences now. It's just we each
No,
have
no,
3
no.
sentences left to wrap the whole thing
Yes,
up. Okay.
we're going to
Gotcha.
continue the trend. It's just now we know how many sentences we have. So it's like
Okay.
we can start to wind things down.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the goal.
All right. All right. Let's see.
I have
Now,
to.
I'm trying to decide if I want to stick with your Jose thread or shift to the rabbit and see what he's up to.
I mean, it's up to you. I think if we're going to wind things down, we should stick with Jose to wrap because Jose is the main character, not the rabbit.
Yeah.
Unless you want to. I mean, you can wrap up their story. It's whatever you want to do. Doesn't really matter.
It could just be that he just left the rabbit and escaped. Trying to.
He could.
I get what you're saying.
But you know what? They formed quite a rivalry. I think the reader would be unsatisfied.
If we just left that plot thread hanging. Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. All right.
So it's up to you. No, if you don't bring the rabbit in, I'm going to bring the rabbit in.
All right.
you convinced me with the rabbit.
Let's see.
We're almost done with our magical tale. Magical tale of magic. What's going on here?
I gotta figure out the magical element.
Meanwhile, the demonic unicorns. I'm always like fascinated by the names that Google Documents puts for people. So you're listed as anonymous cormorant. What's a cormorant?
I have no idea.
Let's Google this. What's a cormorant? It's a bird.
Huh.
It's an ugly bird.
Nice. Thanks, Google.
I'm gonna go away. There. Can you see it? Look at this sucker.
I can see it. Which is funny because another one of the definitions for Brant is a baby goose. So I actually am a bird.
Oh, interesting. A baby goose is a Brant?
Yep.
You learn something new every day. All right. You finished?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the demonic unicorns prove too much of a match for the rabbit, sending him off to lick his singe wounds, teleporting away. That's disappointing.
I mean, I was trying to get him out of the story.
You're trying to get him out? Oh, okay. Well, I'm bringing him back in.
But you can bring him back in. I don't care.
Teleporting away. So, wanting to finish what he started. The rabbit teleported in front of Jose, who was using what did you call it? A fiery lake? Yeah. using the fire from the lake to brew the ripped
Potion? Oh, okay.
daisy.
The ripped daisies. Gotcha.
Daisies. Okay, I did it again. I didn't put the
Yeah,
I.
you did. I wasn't going to say anything.
So you have 2 more, and I have 1 more.
All right.
We're in the end game now.
The rabbit teleported in front of Jose, who's using the fire from the lake to brew the ripped daisies. What is he brewing here?
Yeah, well, I had something in mind, but I can't tell you.
Okay.
What is he brewing? Brouhaha.
Okay.
Nope.
Oops. Cursor went away. There it goes.
Very nice.
Rabbit.
Have something for you. I will let you know. Where are we at? Where are we at in this? Not the day. Oh, the rabbit's scared. He just you know what? This story has taken a turn for the worse for the rabbit. He went from absolutely dominating the magician to getting his butt kicked by unicorns, and now he's scared of some daisies, of some dead daisies that are being mixed. Yep. Summoning a shield to protect himself. All right. Here's my last one. Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
The shield was no use as the brew erupted into a gigantic blast that vaporized. I used vaporized before. I want to use something different. Yeah. That incinerated.
There you go.
I spelled that wrong totally. The blast that incinerated the rabbit and sent Jose back to the stage, bringing it home.
Oh, nice.
Now you wrap it up. Now you're good to go.
Problem is there's no crowd to...
Well, I think I set you up here for a good final sentence.
I got it. Let's see. I just got to think of the magical element before I write it.
I think this is bringing it full circle. This rabbit like fell hard, dude. He was he was dominating this story. And things took a turn for the worse very quickly. Dusting himself off, Jose then took a bow before the empty theater. I think we're okay. Let's do some little editing here. Dusting himself off.
All right.
We don't need the first then. There was 2 thens. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Jose dusted himself off. Jose took a bow before the empty theater, then disappeared. No. You know what? We could get rid of the second then. I think Jose does after. Let's do after. After dusting himself off, Jose then took a bow before the empty theater and disappeared.
Yeah. That's better.
The end.
There we go.
Hey, we wrote a story.
We did it.
That was actually kind of fun.
It was fun. It wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it was going to be.
Was it harmless?
It was harmless. Not for the rabbit.
No. Another episode of Right Now in the books. Thank you, Brant, for having us on.
Thank you for having me.
Please check out The Last Ember, his company's flagship title. He's got a couple days left for a special campaign with a very cool lenticular cover. And that's it. Until next time, Adios.